you know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
I'm telling you this. Look what they did with the MGTOW movement, sir.
What? Get their videos thrown off?
There you go.
Okay.
And you're a black man. They're going to do worse to y'all. They're going to ban y'all's content. I'm telling you this right now.
As if there aren't other. You have one gigantic competing platform. Go right ahead.
Sir,
what are you going to do?
Y'all not going to be able to get off.
Videos of traveling.
Sir, y'all not going to be able to get off. Y'all not going. Sir, were you on YouTube in 2018?
Yes.
Okay, so you remember that apocalypse they did, right? You remember that when they were striking out black males' channels. You think that's not going to happen again?
No,
brother.
You have a gigantic.
I feel for y'all.
They can go right ahead. They can go right ahead.
And then where y'all gonna get y'all message out at?
The majority of Gen Z listen to what?
I ain't talking about Gen Z. I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about your group. How y'all gonna get y'all message out if YouTube
the same way everybody else does, sir?
How?
The same way everybody else does.
Oh, so y'all gonna go to Twitter? Y'all want that scrutiny?
Twitter is dying. It's not Twitter. It's the other team.
Twitter's dying. Oh Lord,
it's the other team.
Twitter's dying. You sure about that?
It's the other team. It's the other team. In fact, it's two teams.
Other team.
What two teams? The two teams. The website. It's two T's.
You're telling me something
TikTok,
I don't know, sir.
TikTok.
Are you sir? They're about, sir. The U.S. government's about to ban TikTok. So what are y'all going to do?
Yeah. They're about to ban a lot of things. Yeah.
You sure about that? Because I saw the legislation, sir. I actually read the legislation. They're going to ban TikTok, sir.
Go right.
I promise you, by the time next year when we have to vote for another president, TikTok's not going to be around. I promise you. Or you're going to have to really pay for it. So where y'all going to go? Facebook don't allow y'all's rhetoric on there anyway.
Yeah, yes they do.
Because everybody's going to run around and say it's hate speech.
Yes, they do. They do allow it on there. But Facebook is dying as well.
Okay, so let's see. So you said Twitter's dying, Facebook's dying. You think TikTok ain't going to be banned? Where y'all going to get your message?
They're surging in numbers. I think they're going to be. I think they're already more popular.
Who?
TikTok as
obviously because they get content. But when the U.S. government bans TikTok, or you're going to have to pay for it, how y'all going to get your message out? So when Tia-san, who has tens of thousands of subscribers, TJ Curry, same thing, Jap and all that. When they don't allow that stuff, where y'all gonna get y'all message at?
Why would they ban them in the first place?
Because the people are gonna say it's hate speech.
A scenario that's not going to happen.
Sir.
After 2
Hey, y'all, gravity. Any evening above ground, live it. Yeah.
In the name of national security.
One more again. What have I told y'all? Don't play with me on this politics. Do not play with me on this politics piece. That was a year ago, just about. Maybe like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. It might have been that. Yeah, it was a year ago. For those who don't believe me, I'm finna show you something. Look, y'all see that date? January 11th. January 11th. So 15 months later, who was right? All right. There you go.
But you didn't believe it.
Why didn't you believe me?
Embarrassing.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right, family. Senate passed it yesterday. I didn't even know that. They did it hella quick. And Biden signed it this morning and did the press conference. We're finna show you what he said. But before we get into that, let's see who's in the building. Jerry Bedford, hello. Reparations Nation, hello. Cosmo Fury, hello. Miss Nisi, hello. Kelvin Black, hello. Casey Malone, hello. Anthony Ruger Phillips, hello. Lewis Knowles, hello. You said, who is that? I had a debate last January with a passport bro, and that was towards the end of the debate when I told him they were going to, I saw that legislation back in November of 2022 that they were going to ban TikTok. That's when you started hearing that the states were talking about they were going to ban it, and the government started saying that they were going to ban it off people's government phones. And he told me, oh, they're going to ban everything. They always say that they're going to ban everything. I'm like, dude, this is China. They're going to ban this. And here we are, April 24th, 2024, which if you reverse the numbers is the same date. But there you go. Who won? 225 girl, hello. I think I said Casey Malone, but if I didn't, hello again. Thank you, Miss Nisi, for that. Don P, hello. And for those who haven't said anything in the live chat or the comments, hello. Let's get into this. Let's get into this because we got a lot to get through and not a lot of time because I'm hungry and I'm tired and I want to go sleep.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
There you go. U.S. Senate passes TikTok divestment or ban bill. Biden set to make it law. Now, this was yesterday. Via Reuters, the U.S. Senate voted by a wide majority late Tuesday. So this was after everybody was ignoring it. People were watching basketball. People were watching baseball. People were getting ready to go to school and or work the next day. And they said, you know what? We caught them off guard. A lot of them Saturday, but a lot of them caught on to it. Let's do it on a Tuesday when there's a lot going on and nobody's gonna catch us. The U.S. Senate voted by a wide margin late Tuesday in favor of legislation that would ban TikTok in the United States if its owner, the Chinese tech firm ByteDance, fails to divest the popular short-form app over the next 9 months to a year. Driven by widespread worries among U.S. lawmakers that China could access Americans' data or surveil them with the app, the bill was passed by the U.S. House of Representatives on Saturday, and U.S. President Joe Biden has said he will sign it into law on Wednesday, which is today. For years, we allowed the Chinese Communist Party to control one of the most popular apps in America that was dangerously short-sighted, said Senator Marco Rubio, the top Republican on the Intelligence Committee. A new law is going to require its Chinese owner to sell the app. This is a good move for America. Asked about the Senate's vote, the Chinese Foreign Ministry referred on Wednesday to comments the ministry made in March when the House of Representatives passed a similar bill. At the time, the ministry criticized the legislation, arguing, quote, though the U.S. has never found any evidence of TikTok posing a threat to the U.S. national security, has never stopped going after TikTok. We know what the real reason is, but I'm trying to be careful with the channel today. The 4-year battle over TikTok, which is used by 170 million people in the United States, is just one front in a war over the internet and technology between Washington and Beijing. Last week, Apple said Beijing had ordered it to remove Meta Platforms, WhatsApp, and Threads from its app store in China over Chinese national security concerns. TikTok is set to challenge the bill on First Amendment grounds, and TikTok users are also expected to again take legal action. A U.S. judge in Montana in November blocked a state ban on TikTok, citing free speech grounds. The American Civil Liberties Union says banning or requiring divestiture of TikTok would set an alarming global precedent for excessive government control over social media platforms. If the U.S. government now bans a foreign-owned platform, they will invite copycat measures by other countries. You lying bastards. You already did that. You had Facebook under the wing already. You lying bastards. You got Twitter under the wing. You lying bastards. Because we saw what happened in 2020 with the New York Post, and that rag lost and gained a whole lot of a following. You bastards. So miss me with this global precedent for excessive government control over social media platforms. Please, you guys have been in bed with the telecommunications industry since the 40s. Miss me with this. TikTok, which says is not shared and would not share U.S. user data with the Chinese government, did not immediately comment, but has told employees that it quickly go to court to try to block the legislation because they know if this goes through, they all lose their jobs. This is the beginning, not the end of its long process, TikTok told staff on Saturday in an email seen by Reuters. The Senate voted, listen to this, 79-18 in favor of the bill, which was attached to a measure to provide $95 billion in mostly military aid for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. The TikTok divestment directive won fast track approval after being introduced just weeks ago. And it goes on and on and on. So that was the Senate. Okay. Tabernacle. Biden just signed a bill that could ban TikTok. His campaign plans to stay on the app anyway. He trolling y'all, boy. Woo! When President Joe Biden showed off his putting during a campaign stop at a public golf course in Michigan last month, the moment was captured on TikTok. Forced inside by a rainstorm, he competed with 13-year-old Hurley H.J. Coleman IV to make putts on a practice mat. The Coleman family posted a video of the proceedings on the app, complete with Biden holding out a putt and the teen knocking his own shot home in response over the caption, "I had to sync the rebuttal." The network television cameras that normally follow the president were stuck outside. Biden signed legislation Wednesday that could ban TikTok in the U.S. while his campaign has embraced the platform and tried to work with influencers. We know why they really want to ban it, but I need to protect the channel. Already struggling to maintain his previous support from young voters, the president is now facing criticism from some avid users on the app that telling the truth on there about Israel and Palestine. Sorry, which researchers have found, that's not even in here. Something happened, Tourette's. Which researchers have found is a primary news source for a third of Americans under the age of 30, because you don't want them to find out the truth that y'all are funding. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I'm finna be quiet. There's a core hypocrisy to the Biden administration supporting the TikTok ban while at the same time using TikTok for his campaign purposes, says Khalil Green, who has more than 650,000 followers and is known as TikTok as the Gen Z historian. I think it illustrates that he and his people know the power and necessity of TikTok. Oh, no shit. Sir, y'all, they're Vivek Ramaswamy, who was sitting there shitting on China ever since he was running. He went on the app. Y'all just figured this out, but you know, they're so smart. The Biden campaign defends its approach and rejects the idea that the White House policy is contradicting its political efforts. Quote, "We would be silly to write off any place where people are getting information about the president," said Rob Flattery, who ran the White House Office of Digital Strategy, is now deputy manager of Biden's re-election campaign. Flattery said Biden's team forged relationships with TikTok influencers in the 2020 election, that the platform has only got more influential since then. Quote, "growing as an internet search engine and driving narratives about the president." Lord. The Biden campaign says that an increasingly fragmented modern media environment requires it to meet voters where they are, and that TikTok is one of many such places where would-be supporters see its content in addition to platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Really? Biden campaign, y'all on YouTube? Cool. I know y'all might call me off code for this, but y'all know what I'm about to do. Hey, bring that old bastard here.
You bring him here, right here. Do you hear me? Right here.
What?
You heard what I said. Just do it.
You bring him to me. We gonna see if he really about that life. It has produced its own TikTok content, but also relied on everyday users who interact with the president. That includes a post from a family that ate fries and other fixings from the Cookout fast food chain when Biden recently visited Raleigh, North Carolina, as well as Coleman's putting video. Lord. There have been scores of other such events, including an influencer party at the White House last Christmas and a State of Union watch party in March. During Biden's recent $26 million campaign fundraiser in New York's Radio City Music Hall with former Presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, there was an influencer happy hour and an after party where attendees interacted with Biden. Didn't they tell y'all, and we told y'all that the next election is going to be one on social media? Didn't we not tell y'all this? All right. Here we go. White House Press Secretary Corinne Stud-Pierre said that the legislation Biden signed is not a ban. This is about our national security. She added that the White House isn't saying that we do not want Americans to use TikTok. You just want to control it. You just want to be able to censor what you want. Let's tell the truth. Adults under 30 are more likely than U.S. adults overall to oppose a ban on the use of TikTok in the United States, according to an AP NORC poll conducted in January. And nearly half of 18 to 29-year-olds are opposed compared to 35% of U.S. adults, because that's where their money comes from. That's where their knowledge comes from. And it goes on and on and on. So what we're going to do is we're going to put both articles in the chat for y'all. So we can make sure y'all have the information to pass out to you people. And then we're going to go over to that area because they're pissed. Oh, they're upset, family.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
I just signed into law the national security package that was passed by the House of Representatives this weekend and by the Senate yesterday. It's going to make America safer. It's going to make the world safer. And it continues America's leadership in the world, and everyone knows it.
So that was a clip from his presser this morning. And it got 46% of daily value of sugar. Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to stop drinking that. Anyway, let's see what she's talking about.
Here's the 3 reasons I'm not feeling that bad about the TikTok ban that passed the Senate last night and is headed to Biden's desk for signature. Looking at this piece of legislation, it was incredibly rushed and it is incredibly limited. It is the least harmful attempt to ban TikTok we have seen in the last year. We go all the way back to 20.
Ma'am, you're not fooling nobody. See, when they say something to the effect of I'm not that worried about it, you got to ask questions. You got to ask questions. Tabernacle, we asked questions. Yeah, see, you have done what most people aren't doing. You have divested your content. You have, no, I don't. You have divested your content. You have it all over the place. Yeah. You're getting a YouTube check. You're getting a TikTok check. You're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody. But continue.
2020 with Trump's attempts to ban TikTok, that was an actual TikTok ban. They were saying, like, cut it out right now. If we fast forward to Mark Warner's Restrict Act that would have forced the divestment and banning of TikTok, that was incredibly serious legislation. It also allowed the American government to spy on people in a way that we haven't seen since the Patriot Act. That failed. Montana tried to ban TikTok, and a judge told them that it was likely going to run afoul of First Amendment rights. And overall, the state had not proved that there was any harm being done to the users. The Montana case also made clear that Americans have the right to give their data privacy to whoever they want to. They also have the right to view propaganda and even to hate the United States if they want. And the states can't impose a ban because they think that that stuff is bad. Those are your First Amendment rights. Let's not forget also that we have one of the most dysfunctional Congresses in modern memory. The likelihood of them being able to enforce this law is extremely low.
Lady, let me explain something. I love how it's funny how 4 years ago that just never happened. That's a footnote now in history. Ma'am, they literally showed y'all they could do it. Literally. Maybe you forgot. We're going to educate you because we so woke over here. Man, they shut down most states. Did y'all forget that? They shut down the effing government. Did you forget that? They shut down flights. They restricted people's movements for weeks. Did you forget that? Y'all were on here 4 years ago talking about that. Or maybe you missed it. Or you maybe want to forget it. But that's when y'all got rich. They literally showed you they could do it, and they did it. And now y'all are ignoring it. But now that they're affecting you directly, now you want to act outraged. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm sure she's a very nice lady. But one more again, this is I'm white and I say so. Because you're not telling the truth to these people. Continue.
Because they're saying China needs to divest from TikTok. Well, China doesn't own TikTok. It's 60% owned by global investors, including Americans. 3 of the 5 seats on TikTok's board are Americans. 2 non-Americans on the board are ByteDance's CEO, who lives in Singapore, and Neil Shen, who works for the American capital company Sequoia, although he is based in Hong Kong, as many financial market people are. So who has to divest? Is it the TikTok employees who are headquartered in Los Angeles and Singapore who own 20% of the app? Is it the 60% of global investors, including Jeff Yass, the richest man in Philadelphia, who owns 15% of TikTok just by himself? Or is it the only person of Chinese descent, the founder of TikTok, the guy who created the entire platform, who basically retired on his earnings from TikTok and still holds 20% stake? The Chinese founder who has never been tied to the CCP and has no pending allegations of impropriety. Doesn't make sense. Now, here's the second reason why I'm not totally worried. TikTok is expected to challenge this based on capitalist principles. They're going to set up a high-stakes and lengthy battle that will keep this legislation unenforceable for, I don't know, until this app isn't even fun anymore.
That's the point, man. That's the point. Y'all are on the Parlor Expressway. And again, you're not telling the people this truth. They're literally going to suck the fun out of this app to the point that nobody's going to use it. So even if they don't ban it and they say no, y'all not going to be on it no more. Y'all going to go to Twitter. Y'all going to go to Instagram again. Y'all going to go back to Facebook. Y'all going, but what's the other one now? Maybe some of you dumbasses will go to Rumble. I don't even know why you would do that, but okay. Maybe Threads will improve themselves because there'll be more of the market share. So maybe they'll improve that. You could go to Spoutable, I guess, fan base, I guess, if it's still working. Maybe one of y'all will create something. Maybe you'll create the American version of TikTok. Maybe you'll call it Hands. I don't know. But again, it's not like we didn't tell y'all this was going to happen. Social media has a shelf life. Every app has a shelf life. It's either going to die or it's going to have to reset. Facebook went through it. Twitter's gone through it. Instagram's gone through it. Snapchat's gone through it. YouTube went through it. It's TikTok's turn. Now, how y'all come out of that is how this app is going to work. But let's see. Continue. You got a few more seconds.
Also been reached out to by a lawyer who is trying to put together a class action lawsuit of creators and businesses who would be negatively impacted if this ban were to go into effect. And I'm not sure I'm joining that class action lawsuit, so I'm going to wait until I have more information until I give you details on what that might look like.
Should I say it, family? Fuck it. I'm going to say it. What did I say the other day about them conservatives? I'm not saying she's a conservative. I'm just, what did I say? Cowards. They won't go outside and fight. You see what I mean? She just told you. I don't know if I'm joining that class action lawsuit. Lady, they're taking money out of your pocket. How do you sit up there and not allow that? How do you sit up there and allow it? They're taking money out of your pocket. You have 3 million people that follow you. That check must look nice every month. You're not going to go fight for that. You're just going to wait and see. I don't even want to hear her no more. Now that I heard she said she's not going to fight, coward. We move on.
Okay, so on Wednesday morning, President Joe Biden signed into law a bill that could ban TikTok. But it's not like the app is going to disappear from your phones immediately. And there's a few reasons why. First off, what the legislation says is that
we already went through this in 9 months. And if they have a deal in place, they'll be granted 90 days to get that fixed. To get that deal hammered out. Let's see if we can find. Somebody with a One Piece hat. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Biden just signed the TikTok bill. He just signed it and wouldn't answer any questions, ran off. He literally went like this. And then like he moved faster than I've ever seen that man move before off the podium, so he didn't have to answer a single question.
That's not abnormal. He does that all the time. But okay. All right.
First question I heard yelled out was, "What about TikTok?" Biden doesn't care about you.
Well, he said it. Biden doesn't care about you. Damn, you know what? It's almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's almost like 5 years ago we told y'all that. It's almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 years ago we told y'all that. When he hooked up with Obama. But I'll give you 14. When they were doing them cringy ass videos at the White House, we done told y'all, nah, this ain't it. But y'all said anybody but Trump. I'm not saying you because I don't know what your political affiliation was or what you said back then. But y'all said Trump was bad. We got to get it out because he want to ban TikTok. That's all y'all were caring about. Trump said he want to ban TikTok in 2020. Y'all got him up out of there. Now here we are 4 years later. Trump is actually on your side. He playing the baby face. He saying don't ban that because it's going to make Facebook bigger. Now Biden set the ban timer now. Now y'all might have to go back to Facebook. And we already know Zuckerberg and his team are already working on the TikTok equivalent of using something on Facebook. Y'all just don't listen, but you got it. Continue. Keep telling us more.
None of the government cares about you. I'm just letting you know. And these people want to continue the war machine around the world rather than take care of Americans here. But the TikTok issue is the big issue that we're facing here on TikTok. They just don't care. They're going to keep calling it a Chinese app until their stock prices go up. Because they're all bought and paid for by different companies that aren't TikTok. They want it shut down so they can make more money. As I've
Welcome to capitalism.
said before, the government would gladly watch you burn with smiles on their faces if their stock prices can increase. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Like, share.
Yes, sir. Welcome to capitalism. But y'all were cool with it. Where are the black people? I need black people. Here we go.
Meanwhile, you can't afford food while they're giving American
Murder
tax
Honey.
dollars.
Her name is
to
Murder
another
Honey.
country and
All
taking
right.
away Americans' streams of income. But I'm going to tell you what the real problem is with TikTok. See, the government finds content creators problematic because we're all playing a role in telling the truth, which was never there before in media. And the little
All of y'all, I'm gonna have to back that up. All of y'all ain't out there telling the truth. Some of y'all are out there scamming. We not gonna do that. Some of y'all are just putting up videos, just doing social media trends. We're not gonna do that. If I had to take a guess, it probably about 30% of y'all really out there telling the truth on a consistent basis. Shout out to Breezy Fox. Shout out to her, even though she don't know me, but shout out to her. We're not gonna do that, man. We're not gonna do that. Y'all not TikTok users, TikTok content creators. Y'all not finna grift off the truth being dropped by Israel and Palestine. Y'all not about to do that. Y'all not about to do that.
Little man that should have maybe never had a seat at the table, like small businesses on TikTok, are starting to make great money. The potential ban on TikTok might arrive sooner than anticipated. The Senate has just recently passed a significant $95 billion spending bill, and they're going to be providing aid to the Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. And it's now looking like TikTok has 9 months to divest to an American company or face a potential ban. My friends, never put all your eggs in one basket. Hint, hint. Go search for me other places.
Now let's see if you did that. Ooh, man, where are you putting your rest of your content? Murder Honey. All right, Murder Honey. She said Murder Honey. Let's see if she's anywhere else. Let's see. Murder Honey. Okay, ma'am. Where? Man, nobody know you. What do you mean? Where else is your content, ma'am? We looking. Ma'am, you got a your highest viewed video, one of your highest viewed videos, you doing a bonnet. Huh? You talking about who's this? Kylie? Who's Kylie? Is that Kylie, one of the Jenner chicks? Okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm looking at, so you do gossip. All right, so you do gossip. Ma'am, where is your content at? You got a nice little following. I'm just saying. That's not a bad following. Where is your content? You didn't divest it. You didn't diversify it. Come on now. Let's go. Moving on. She pissed me off. Oh, here we go. Wait, is this the same chick? This is the same chick. Oh, this is the same chick. Wait a minute. This is the same chick.
In the name of national security.
Okay, so President BDB done signed and divest or ban.
President BDB? That must be a thing. I don't know what that is.
Bill with regards to TikTok into law today. What that means, so basically, ByteDance, the parent company to TikTok, they have 9 months to sell TikTok to the US. Otherwise, TikTok gonna get banned in America. It's not gonna be allowed on the Apple Store or Google Play Store. If you slick think you're just not gonna delete it from your phone, that's cool too, but you're not gonna be able to update the app or none of that, and that's even more dangerous than whatever they think we got going on right now. So, but basically, according to Marco Rubio, our legislators felt like, not China being the home for the most popular app used by Americans today. Like, not that app is worth 220 billion, and we only making 24.4 billion towards our GDP with this app. So what we think is y'all need to go ahead and sell to America so we can make sure y'all don't got no funny business going on with Americans information and stuff like that. Like, no, China, we don't trust you.
Ooh,
so then I guess the
there.
Chinese ministry people, they sick of it. So they was kind of like, America really makes our leave out itch. So check this out. Since y'all want to be funny, let's have comic view around this mug. So how about this? We don't trust Meta. Over here in China, we don't trust Meta. So Meta, you need to remove your Threads app and your Messenger app from our Chinese app store ASAP. Please and thank you. In the name of Chinese security interest.
Nah, you gotta say it right, sis. You gotta say it right. You said it right before.
In the name of national security.
You gotta say it right. And she went to the brown hair. You see how quick she changed her hair? That's what's up. So I looked at her YouTube. Her YouTube ain't bad. She just put up a video 9 days ago. She trying to work it. See, at least she's putting her murder honey. She's putting her stuff on YouTube. So let's get it. This is how you're supposed to do it. This is how you. I'm gonna try to get her on the show. I'm fixing to try to get her on the show. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try again. All right, we're gonna go back. Where we at? Here you go.
Basically, we both tit for tat. Okay, the girls is fighting. Now, as of yet, although we haven't necessarily been provided with any direct evidence that TikTok poses a national security risk for Americans by way of potentially selling our information to the Chinese Communist Party, that doesn't mean that there aren't issues there that maybe we as regular citizens are not aware of. But what that does mean is that this opens up the gate for legislation. So now what we're likely going to see is TikTok is going to sue America and be like, stop playing with us. Like, why is y'all doing this? And can we get some kind of injunctive relief? Meaning like courts, can y'all stop America from cutting us off out here in the app store before we even settle this in court, right? ACLU is for sure going to pull up with the First Amendment right violations, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. Like, we don't think this is cool. We think the government is reaching. I think the government is reaching right now. So we got to keep you in check. So we're going to see all kind of litigation like that going on. Now, the legislation doesn't kick in for 9 months. Initially, it was 6 months. But there were some legislators who negotiated, and so they pushed it out to 9 months. In addition to that, whoever the president is, I believe they can extend the deadline for up to 12 months. So what this means is that we still have time, right, to use this app right now. There's going to be a lot of probably legislation and litigation going on around this issue. In addition to that, it's an election time. It's election year. Come November, right? So we're still connected up until that point. So we still have the opportunity to communicate, to share our ideas and figure out what we're going to do next after this. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this TikTok ban. I personally am very upset about it in a way, just because I feel like I don't have clarity from our legislators and our leaders about why, one, they had to sneak this and add it into a very important piece of legislation, which went towards funding for the stuff that's going on around us, right? Two, I think our calls were not listened to as American citizens, which is frustrating, because I know a lot of my followers is like, my vote don't count. And to not be listened to and not addressed as if we didn't vote for y'all, right? It just kind of makes me feel disrespected as an American citizen. And then again, as a Black woman and a Black creator, I, have made my way on this app. I got support from you all with regards to my brother. I've been able to push his story and have opportunities to push his story and get him support in that way. I've had amazing opportunities, coming from this app, from visiting the White House, right, to being able to meet with different congressional leaders and leaders in specific industries within the United States and within our government. And so it's just a little frustrating to not fully understand where that security issue lies and why our government decided to move the way they did with regards to.
Because they don't care. Zava, that was clearly Kylie Jenner, because she was talking about pregnancy rumors. So if that motherfucker died, I don't know why y'all would check for a dead person's pregnancy rumors, but I don't know. You said, didn't you see her blast for? I don't think so. I don't think so. If she did, that'd be crazy. She went to the state. No. Oh. Are you calling him Dark Brandon? Nah, she don't sound like she go outside like that. Maybe if she come on the show, maybe I ask her. But there you go. There's that.
Okay.
We go back. Let's see. Who else we could talk about? Nah. Any more Black people? That's March 13th. 1 week ago. Y'all want to do this one? This chick over here with the bonnet. I'll let y'all decide. Y'all want to hear her? Let me put this up. All right, y'all said do it. Go ahead. All right, say less.
Is TikTok actually a secret super weapon?
Oh, y'all not finna start doing this. Y'all not about to start doing this. Jesus Christ.
So the TikTok ban passed the Senate, which means it now goes to the president's desk. And since
I
it's
think I
coupled
did a
with the
video
ability to commit
reaction on one of
genocide some
hers.
more, Biden's definitely going to sign it. But here's what I would do if I ran TikTok. I would let the app continue to run exactly until 1 month before the election, at which point I would cease all payments to creators. TikTok represents 7 million.
Whoa. Y'all listening? I know she being facetious, but damn. Woo-wee.
Businesses, as well as $24 billion in the U.S. economy. Having the economy turn into a slump right before the election would devastate Biden. And then actually a week before the election, I would cease all operations of the app in the US entirely. Regardless of payments to creators or no, I would cease it completely. That would make a trend on other social media apps for at least a week that would be prior to the election as well. But I sure as shit would not sell and would make every last second of this app be a thorn in the side of the Democratic Party as well as the US government overall. The banning of TikTok is just a symptom of the US government not caring about its citizens and doing every little thing possible to erode our civil liberties, free speech, and connection to one another. And at the very least, TikTok can make sure that the 170 million people in the US that are on this app know exactly the difference that it made in a way that puts all of this squarely on Biden. So the TikTok ban passed the Senate, which
Yes, hit them in the pocket. $24 billion before the election. That's the app is shambles. That would be hilarious. Oh, black kid. Oh wait, that was back in March. Never mind. I love how they don't. I put TikTok ban approved, and they're giving me shit from. I saw
There
his
is
video.
great relief.
Oh, F off. I mean, oh, you pinned it. What the fuck? You broke your nose. The hell's wrong with you? You just broke your nose? Yeah, don't do that. Senate passes TikTok bill. What is this?
I read TikTok's new terms of service. Some things have changed, so let's get right into it. But
Oh, that was
firstly,
last
for those
year. That was last year. Never mind. Okay, so this was the last.
The Senate just passed a bill that would effectively ban TikTok in 270 days if Biden signs it into law. Now, I know a lot of you are panicking. You have questions. Let's lock in. I'm going to answer them for you. Number one, if President Biden signs this into law, can this be challenged legally? Yes, and a lot of people have hinted at who's going to challenge. There are different organizations, but TikTok themselves has hinted at, hey, we're going to challenge this. The initial argument of the TikTok ban potentially violating First Amendment rights has left a lot of people divided and confused. There's also a bunch of people who...
We already ran through this. I don't want to hear this. Okay, so I guess y'all got the Martin Norwood. Hello, you seem new but welcome. You said what's crazy is banning the app allowing China to amass large amounts of farmland. Well, at least they signed the bill. They did sign a bill saying that they want to limit China from buying farmland. So at least they did something right there. But anyway, y'all might have something to say about this. Y'all might want to clown TikTokers. Y'all might want to be like, y'all not infringing on my free speech. Fuck you. So there's the link. There's the link. We'll see if y'all want to come up and say something. If you do, that's cool. We can have a conversation. If not, I'm finna go eat and go to sleep and do some push-ups and then go to sleep. Wait, no, go eat, then do some push-ups, brush my teeth, shower, then go to sleep. There you go. That's the order I might do it in. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. So we'll give it about 2 minutes. How y'all do? How are y'all today? How are y'all do? How was your day? I meant to ask that. How was your day? I'm gonna say something fucked up, and Flournoy, burn that shit down.
But you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me?
Embarrassing. Yeah, there you go. All right, so we emailed her. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's see what X talking about. Just for shits and giggles. Kenny Hotep talking about it. Ooh, Tariq got a space already? Damn. What other groups pocket watching FBA? Family, I listened to some of that Amanda Seals piece. Oh my God, it's worse than I thought. It's so bad. There's not going to be, and he talked to this girl for 2 hours. What could you possibly talk to this woman for 2 hours? An American dad faces 12 years in prison for having a tiny bit of hunting ammo in his carry-on bag of Turks and Caicos. He could miss his son growing up over this. Oh, God. Sir? Why would you go to a foreign country with ammo in your bag? That's the exact look I have on my face. Why would you do that? And then they put him on TV. I'm over here bullshitting. Let's see what they're saying about TikTok. Oh, they have a whole hashtag. Okay, let's see what that hashtag look like. I am now on TikTok. When the government lies about literally everything, doing the opposite of what it tells you is a good rule of thumb. So, okay. All right.
For the last time.
Not bad. Anyway. Oh, Lord.
Violation of the First Amendment, 170 million.
They let this motherfucker out of the basement. They let him out of the basement.
What the hell?
And a lot of white folk have demonstrated eloquently that they don't have no sense.
Go back in the...
Move this man!
Sup, kid?
Yeah, kid. Same old is.
You know what I find very odd about this is that I'm not buying this whole. I'm not buying that this is about China. I don't buy that. Because if this was really about China, how is it that China can own like most of this goddamn country? I mean, like when you mentioned all the farmland that they own, and they own like a great portion of this country.
It's about controlling information.
I can believe that.
God, I'm hungry. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
No, it's about controlling information. They got a taste of it when they were able to shut down the New York Post on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. They got a taste.
I don't understand why they don't shut down Twitter and Facebook too.
Because they're under the wing. Facebook is under the wing. Twitter's under the wing. Instagram's under the wing. Snapchat's under the wing. WhatsApp is under the wing. They're going after Telegram now because they're not under the wing.
Oh, the wing of the U.S.
Yes.
Now I get it.
The executive, the judicial, and the legislative branches want to control TikTok.
Yeah, you should get that sister. You should get the first sister that you was playing. You should get her on your show. She got the legal breakdown. She be explaining stuff real good. I've had run-ins on her.
Okay. Well, like I said, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. But yeah, this is all it is, family. This is all. Again, we're gonna say this again. All wars are not about I hate you, you hate me. It's about amassing resources. That's all it is. This is a war on the people, and our biggest resource and our most valuable resource is information economy. That's it. You limit the information, you can control it. Biden and them are getting raked over the coals on TikTok right now over the Israel piece. They know they can't shut it down because those videos are coming from the other side of the world. So you get access to that. You start telling them ban it. Some of them creators go away. They stop talking. They start moving their stuff to other places. Bear trap. You got them all now where you want them. Those that stay on there, okay, they'll get it out. Now they can limit it. They're gonna sell it to some Saudis. You watch what I tell you. They're gonna allow the Saudis to have it, and everybody's gonna be like, I thought you were an American company. And the Saudis are gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be based in America. But we're gonna have ownership of it. The papers will be in Dubai. You watch what I tell you.
But you see,
because they already said that they can't find a buyer for it. They're already having trouble.
The thing about the Saudis is that the Saudis are very underhanded.
They don't care. They want everything.
And the Saudis already don't fuck with the US anyway. So
Brick will own TikTok. You see what I did there? Bricks is fixing to own TikTok.
And then I wonder what the US will do then.
You can't do a damn thing because the rest of the world going to turn on him. Here's the thing, Denis Grant, he can't buy it. Number one, he's broken. Number two, that's antitrust. He'd be the second he puts a bid in, they will have his ass hauled up to Congress. Won't happen. What's this? Cosmic Fury, we got to talk about that another day. And fuck them white fans. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Anyway. This is good. Man, politics is so much fun.
Yeah, politics is fun, but it depends. You gotta be in the right mood to talk about this shit because this shit can be very taxing and it can piss you off very easily. So,
but you need the information, though, brother. I'm
yeah,
trying to tell y'all need. I understand that it is taxing, but you also have to. There's a Cliff Notes version of doing it.
At least we're talking about this, and we're not talking about Marjorie the crackhead Green.
She's easy. I could talk about her in the uploaded video. That's nothing. And that's not even fun.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, but I have a lot of nicknames for her, but let's not get into that because that's not what we're talking about. But anyways, so I'll sign off now.
Mm-hmm. All right, that was him. All right, before we get up out of here, family, I know y'all don't want to listen to that fake ass Rick Moranis. Y'all want to laugh? We finna laugh. I just saw something. This might be funny. This just might be funny. Hang on. Where is the sound? There's no sound on this. What is this? Well, ain't that's stupid? Oh, come on. I wanted to laugh. Wait, let me read something. Son of a bitch. Oh, here we go. Oh, it works. Oh, y'all want to laugh? We finna laugh. We're gonna get up out of here. But before we listen to that one more time.
But you didn't believe me.
In the name of national security.
But you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me?
Embarrassing.
Dude, that's some.
You're done. You're done.
Damn. Keith Lee might be getting out when the getting out is good. But here we go. We're going to make y'all laugh real fast and they're going to get out of here.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
Atlanta 911 operator 6354. What is your location for your emergency?
I'm on the street. I was just wondering if somebody can order me some hot.
Hey, that's not what 911 does.
Okay. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
That motherfucker dead ass asked them to order you some hot wings. Order them some hot wings. Y'all motherfuckers, boy. What is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Stay off the weed. I understand now what Stephen A. Smith be talking about. Stay off the weed. Are you serious? You did not do that. You really did not do that. All right, I'm out of here, family. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I'll try to be better next time. Yeah, don't call up 911 asking for no hot wings. Don't do that. Fuck it.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
That's what she was like. Every TikToker right now will be like this here.
Life has definitely been lifing. I'm going to keep you guys updated with.
There you go. Hit him with the snot one time. Oh, by the way, YouTube, this is why Israel and Gaza and Palestine are fighting. All right, we're getting out of here, family. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Have a productive day tomorrow. I will see you when I see you. Take care. Stay safe. And you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.
At the end of the day gotta end.
But you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me?
Embarrassing.
In the name of national security.